Lost 19 pounds so far. Both my wife and I have gone on a complete health kick. She has lost 12 pounds and I have lost 19 pounds. For her to reach her weight loss goals, she only has 5 more pounds to lose. Personally, I have about 26 more pounds to lose. We have been eating better. I prepare fish twice a week, load on veggies every night. I still drink my coffee in the morning, but by noon I am drinking tall glasses of water. My wife does Zumba 1 or 2 times per week depending on her work schedule. I have been hitting Planet Fitness 5 times per week for an hour to an hour and a half. We both are feeling great. This past week I have been starting to get comments and I just feel really good. I fit into some pants I couldn't fit into a month ago. If I feel this good now, I can't wait to lose the rest. It's such a motivator. I look forward to hitting the gym. My main course is fat burn and cardio for 45 to 60 minutes and then I move on to weight training. Some nights I skip weight training and just head for the shower. I should be able to reach my goal in the next 3 months. Beyond that I will continue to go to the gym and my main course will switch to weight training and sculpting myself into a machine baby. Lol, of course I will continue to do some cardio to remain healthy or fit. As we all know, it all starts in the kitchen, so we have been really focused on what we are putting in our mouths and preparing things with less fatty stuff like butter, oils, and sour cream. And using spices. I began taking some advice from an old friend of mine. Once I did that, I really began to shed the weight at about 2.5 pounds per week. I was taking other advice as to eat many more smaller meals throughout the day to prevent me from going into starvation mode and boost metabolism. He told me that is the new thing, but he said our bodies are designed to fast every now and then and it's okay. He also said that eating throughout the day keeps your glucose levels up too high. I decided to snack less on veggies all day and go back to eating 3 solid meals per day with a healthy snack in the late afternoon. I didn't change much on my exercise routine and began losing weight a lot quicker. Just for the record, I started at 210 and am down to 191. I would like to hit 165. Oh, and edited to add, my wife says I don't snore nearly as much. I was starting to get bad and I would wake myself up throughout the night. I don't do that anymore. I sleep like a baby. Have you looked into juicing at all? I lost a lot of weight and managed to come off of 9 daily prescriptions, juicing once or twice a day and eating mostly organic and unprocessed foods. It was a whole lifestyle change, but I don't do it 100% of the time. We still eat white sugar, but it's organic. Got to ditch that, it's bad too. Currently getting ready to cut out gluten soon. Still trying to figure that one out. I was about 190, I am 5 feet 3, I weigh about 145 now. I was down to 130 but gained it back since an accident I had. The biggest thing I gave up personally was Coca-Cola. I drank it all day every day. Now I don't touch it. You know, I thought about doing it to some degree, but not like some of these people who are on a pure juice diet. Honestly, it's more of a convenience thing for me than anything. My biggest problem was portion control. In fact, we all ate fairly well except for some minor changes and a little more focus. But for me, I went back for seconds every night. Sometimes thirds. The biggest thing I cut out was beer. I'll still drink it on occasion, but honestly, aside from the empty calories, I am at a point where it makes me sleepy and I enjoy a nice glass of water. I realized part of the reason I didn't feel well a lot of the time was that I wasn't hydrated. Just keeping myself tanked up with water, I feel a lot better. Beer tastes really good, but half hour later I don't feel so good. I never drank a lot of soda. We don't let our kids drink it unless we are doing something fun like a movie and a pizza. But we just don't keep soda in the house. I know if we did I would drink more of it. Congratulations for your results so far. If I could just give you a small tip, while cardio is great, do not skip your weight training in favor of it. You'd be better of reducing your cardio to around 30 minutes and lift or do bodyweight exercises for the rest of your session. The reason is, if the only thing you do is cardio, you run the risk of ending up with a bit of loose skin. It happened to me. Just my .02. You do as you wish. But anyway, as long as you keep eating healthy you shouldn't worry too much about it. It's 90% of your weight loss after all. I'd like to wish you and your wife good luck for your objectives, but we all know it's about the process here, so keep pushing. Joyful but congratulations so far. I've been weight training, martial arts, etc. for a long time, and there is nothing more personal than changing your body. You are the only one who can take credit. It's a great feeling. I recently dropped some weight. I don't use the scale anymore, but I'd guess about 12 pounds. I'm 5 feet 10 inches and was 225 pounds mainly because I was in security. I feel so much better, lighter, some abs, more cuts, better wind, faster. I'm a machine. Lol. You two keep going. It's a great lifestyle. If you need any advice, ask away. Yeah, I wondered about that part of it. I also know that a body with more muscle mass burns more calories at rest. I get a lot of the fat in my neck area, face, and my belly. My legs and arms have very little fat. I think the loose skin would show up in my abdomen area. Thanks for the advice. Hey, thanks. You know, I have always wanted to get into martial arts. It's something I am considering and even seeing if my oldest daughter and son would get into it. I know it is not just great for the body but for the mind. Absolutely get the kids involved. There are many styles to choose from. Best to just visit them, ask questions. What are their beliefs? What else do they teach besides the physical aspect of the art? What is their belt system? If they seem to push that, you can get your black belt in 2 years pass. Many schools get into competition. I have never enjoyed that. For several years I've been training in streetwise self-defense and defense. Combat training, weapons disarms, tax stuff. I love it. You should be trained strong physically to defend yourself. You should be trained strong mentally to resolve a situation peacefully. You should be trained strong spiritually to know everything is connected. Well, I could go on and on. It changed my life. It's the caveman diet. That means eat what a caveman would eat: meat, fish, veggies, fruits and nuts, plus weights and sprinting. Like Windsurfer suggests, if you want to lose weight and be healthy based on how your body actually works, fill your house with only eggs, meat, fish, veggies, fruit in serious moderation. It's basically just sugar, nuts not peanuts, water, and then avoid these at all costs. Grains in all its forms, sugar in all its forms, limit dairy. It's simply not human food. I will never give up cheese because, like beer, whiskey and cigars, I love it to death, but I don't use actual milk in anything. Special note on potato: potatoes are healthy and real food, but very calorie dense. So while health-wise I say go nuts, for weight loss reasons I say avoid at all costs until you are your desired weight. For cooking oil, go get ghee. For starters, it's effing delicious, and secondly, it's probably one of the healthiest things you can cook with. You could also use avocado or coconut oil, but I love my ghee. Throw away your vegetable, sunflower, canola oils and sprays. Consider them poisonous. Use olive oil for cold purposes, homemade salad dressing, etc. Don't cook with it. I used to follow the many small meals approach but kept finding study after study saying that it has no effect on weight loss. So I stopped. It was really annoying anyway. Also, fat is great for you. Don't go low fat. Just avoid bad fat like the oils listed above. Fat from meat and nuts and fish are awesome, go crazy. Dietary fat is not tied to getting fat, likewise dietary cholesterol eggs is not tied to cholesterol levels. Make your own condiments if you need them. Store condiments might as well be considered flavored sugar oil syrups. Bottom line, eat real food. Avoid packaged and canned food at all cost, unless it's a tomato. Personally I eat like this: breakfast, 3 egg omelette or salsa. Time to plate, less than 5 minutes, it takes no time to make even in a hurry. Lunch, dinner leftovers, sometimes I skip lunch, sometimes I just eat some nuts, I'm not a big lunch guy. Dinner, meat or fish plus veggies. Simple stuff. Have a steak and mushrooms or chicken covered with salsa and a side of asparagus. Make a homemade curry, or chili, or stew, etc. Snacks, none, or if I'm starving I'll throw back some nuts. Really, this is all it takes. Also keep this in mind. Diet is for weight, exercise is for fitness, and both are needed for health. But if weight is your primary goal, eat healthy. Never try to make it up with exercise. Okay, I weighed in at 185 pounds this morning, giving me a total of 25 pounds lost. This week was a good week. I have been running for a lot longer periods. I feel stronger overall and I fit into a pair of pants I couldn't fit into last month. Feels good. I dropped from pant size 34, sometimes 36, to pant size 32. I still have a bit of a gut on me. I could easily lose another 15 to 20 pounds. My goal is to lose another 20 pounds by the 4th of July. This gives me 10 pounds to lose per month or 2.5 pounds to lose per week. Once I reach 170ish I will post some before and after pics. I use a food saver vacuum pack machine to pre-portion different meats and meals. Buy bulk chicken breasts, steak at Costco or Sam's or Zacon or local organic grass-fed farm, etc. Add a little marinade and stick in freezer. Just throw 1 or 2 in fridge so you always have one handy. Very convenient, which makes it easy to stay on good food plan. I've also been juicing pretty consistently as well. It's not all or nothing, have a glass or 2 each day, in addition to good food. I don't get how people juice greens such as kale, spinach, nothing much in them, even with an omega masticating juicer. Instead I just put greens in my juice and then blend to make more of a smoothie. Hey, that's a good idea. It definitely helps for me to prepare foods ahead of time, or at least decide what I am going to eat well in advance. It prevents you from saying things like crap, it's 5 o'clock, what is there to eat, I'm starving. Might as well order takeout. This is my weight loss chart for the first 12 weeks. Looks like at the end there it seemed to level off some. I'll need to step it up a notch to get through this plateau. I got to admit, I was going to go get a chocolate bar before reading this thread. Okay, I'm off to get one anyways. Well done, Rem. Nothing wrong with chocolate. Just got to fit it into the schedule and give it some room. At your daily diet sounds much like mine. I went to this about 8 months ago and have lost almost 65 pounds. I have stalled out for now, but I am starting to exercise, which I did not do to lose the first 65, and hope to break past where I have stalled. The only things I have yet to give up is pastu and beer. The pastu I keep to a very minimum level and it mainly is in the Thai dishes that we eat. The beer on the other hand, well, that is a different story. Quoted for truth. I gave up beer on a regular basis. Not that I don't enjoy it, but I haven't had one beer in the last 12 weeks. I do look forward to having a beer this summer with friends. I have had a few glasses of wine though. And losing 65 pounds, it is amazing. Awesome job. Rem, great job so far in sticking to the diet and weight loss. I lost 75 pounds and it was the greatest thing I undertook in my life. Weightlifting will also work wonders for your metabolism. I really didn't do much straight cardio, but made sure to lift weights, and that's when I saw the weight just start dropping like crazy. Good luck and keep up the good work. When Richard Branson was asked how to make more money, he said work out. That's how important our health is to our overall happiness. Wow, 75 pounds, that is a lot of weight. Congrats. I spend a lot of time working out because of that reason alone. I also love the feeling after leaving the gym and having really pushed yourself. Very addictive. It really starts at the store. You have to only keep good food available in your house, and the more convenient you can make it, the better. Have you guys heard about freezer meals and 1 day a month cooking? Sent from ISCHI 200 using Taper Talk. Thanks. Only 50 to 75 more to go. Not going to give up beer just yet. Some weeks it is the only thing that keeps me sane. I have limited it to just 1 night a week now compared to the 4 to 5 it was. Working in the bar will do that to you. I did give up cigarettes though, which has made a huge improvement to my overall health. Great job, keep up the good work. Great work so far, my friend. I study exercise science and have been helping people optimize their body composition for a few years now. The advice given so far throughout the thread is dead on. 6 meals a day is not needed and will not boost metabolism, besides the thermic effect of food, which is directly related to amount consumed. 2,000 calories over 10 meals will have the same thermic effect as 2,000 calories over 2. Find what works for you and is sustainable. That being said, try beginning each day with just fat and protein. This is one of the easiest methods to unconsciously consume less food throughout the day due to reduced cravings. Also, careful on the cardio. Each step you take puts 3x your body weight of force on that leg. Joints can become compromised quite quick. Also, when undergoing any type of training, whether it be running, lifting, or anything else, results in the body to adapt and become more efficient. In short, running 3 miles each day enables your body to become more efficient at running 3 miles each day. More efficiency means burning less calories. The human body is designed for conservation of energy. Lifting causes adaptations as well. Not only will the muscular stress use calories during exercise, but it will use an immense amount after to repair tissue. When lifting is done right, muscle is damaged. That muscle then needs materials to rebuild. If you enjoy running, then by all means do not quit running, but if you are looking for efficiency, then maximizing your lifting days would be highly beneficial. In longer distance runs, hormones can become compromised as well, leading to a relatively skinny fat look due to inability of nutrient partitioning. Basically shuttling nutrients where they need to be. A few suggestions would be, much less impact on joints plus best fat loss exercise ever invented, at each meal, extremely satisfying and will enhance recovery. Focus on progression of weights lifted, not amount of weight loss fat. To believe you must do cardio for health is wrong. I really have nothing against cardio. I ran a marathon 2 years ago and used running to clear my head. That being said, I have not run since that marathon and my body composition is much better. My resting heart rate is 48 bpm, hemoglobin 21, and blood pressure 110 or 60. If you are training and lifting weights right, I promise you that your heart rate will elevate as much if not more than if you were running. And usually cause the person to push themselves harder, which can be detrimental to long-term progress. Basically, a plateau is your body adjusting to the stress put upon it. Many times these adjustments are derived from a combination of too low of caloric intake with too high of exercise output. Again, the body is designed for conservation of energy. If your diet is insufficient in calories, the body begins to shut down non-vital processes to conserve energy. Sleep might be affected, acne and skin, hair texture, cold hands, down-regulated blood flow. Sometimes, instead of pushing harder through a plateau, it is more beneficial to back off, allowing more food intake and more recovery. It seems you are on the right path and have done a hell of a job so far. Keep it up. Let me know if I can help in any way. I love when people take initiative with their health. Something to think about. Think about how you want your body to look. Take any world-class athlete and correlate that to their discipline. If you want a body of a marathon runner, start running long distances. If you want a body of a sprinter, then start sprinting. If you want the body of a swimmer, start swimming. I would place myself squarely within the body of John Belushi category. It takes relentless discipline day in and day out for months and years to achieve the out-of-shape category. Day in and day out of consistent sedentary lifestyle, avoiding exercise and sports, combined with disciplined overeating at each and every meal. That's dedication. We reluctantly accept as fact that the normal human lifespan consists of growing up to reach a physical peak in our early 20s followed by an inevitable steady decline caused by the aging process. This is a faulty assumption. Life does not have to be this way. Like it, I have been reading the Primal Blueprint and am implementing changes. It's beyond logical. Modern culture has changed what worked for thousands of years. There was no room for a fatty or weak link in the tribe or clan. Peak fitness was required and achieved through diet and exercise. Why not mirror that? Keep up the good work I stepped it up a notch the last few days. I have been getting up early and going for a brisk 4-mile walk or jog up past Stephen King's house and down around the elementary school and back to the house. I live 1 or 2 miles from Stephen King. I then have been going to the gym after dinner and jog for 30 to 40 minutes and then spend a half-hour weight training. In the last 4 days I have lost 2.5 pounds. I probably would lose more if I were more active throughout the day. But when I am not doing those things, my butt is planted quite firmly behind my laptop writing. Yesterday was a 4,000-word day. I am about to enter into the last 2 or 3 of my book where the action picks up and I build it up through the climax. The exercise really helps with my creativity. The food choices the last 4 days have been almost perfect for the diet as far as caloric intake. I was a bit high on my sugars but I was right on target for protein. I may not be drinking enough water either since my uptick in exercise. I should also have an uptick in my water consumption but I haven't been drinking more. So today I am going to try and put the water to me, even if it means more trips to the bathroom. In another week or 2 I should be into the 170s. Can't wait. Okay, so I have decided to provide an update. I am at 175. I was hoping to be around 170 at this point but I have lost a total of 35 pounds. Below is a picture of me last year in July at the family pig roast, looking nice and chunky and unhealthy. Over the past 6 months my wife and I have jumped right in and made a change. We eat healthy, exercise almost every single night. I am now jogging on a regular basis. Lifting weights. I am not sure I care for the after picture, where I am coming out with my first novel. I was having my son snap some photos of me in the library. So I just tossed this one up because you can see my gut the best here. It's come down a lot. It still is a bit flabby under the shirt there but it's coming. The before picture is slightly embarrassing. I am not sure what I was looking at either but I look like the fat dude at the party. Had to make a change. Here is another picture of me I found. Later that same day in the library. I possibly appear thinner but probably because of what I am wearing. I agree with everyone in the thread who has emphasized weight training. It burns a ton of calories in itself and also keep in mind that muscle burns calories even while you sit on your ass and do nothing. So as you gain muscle from the weights you will be burning more calories throughout the day while you work, eat, and sleep, resulting in more fat lost. Not to mention you will be building muscle as you lose any extra weight, so by the time you have reached your weight goals you won't just be slim but will have muscle already built. Congratulations on your progress. Once you make the lifestyle transition it's impossible to go back and I personally feel a fit life is the best way to live. The endorphins alone would be worth it, not to mention looking and feeling great and being able to work off anger or stress. I would take an hour-and-a-half lifting session over a movie any day of the week. I agree. It's like a high for me. I haven't had this much energy since I was in college. I am 39 years old, been married for 15 years today, have 8 kids, and I was beginning to really start to feel old. Now, I feel great, although I do have something going on in my lower back. Not sure what's happening. Could only be a pinched nerve, but it's not constant. Every other week or so I get a shooting pain that radiates through my lower back. Almost as sudden as it comes on, it just disappears. Bam. Ouch. Gone. BTW, I noticed your avatar. My wife and I used to sit up and watch Burn Notice episode after episode on Netflix. Fun show. That alone will drop unwanted pounds. All those empty calories consumed. I am happy to say that I have not had a soda pop in 10 years. Good job on your progress. I bet you feel a lot better. Yeah, they say if you just scale back 1 soda per day, then over the course of a year you'd drop like 20 pounds or something. I don't remember the exact amount, but it's a lot. My dad is addicted to Pepsi. He drinks like 5 or 6 per day and it shows. He is like 250 plus at 5'9" inches. If you drink 1 soda a day every day for a year, you will gain 14 pounds from just the soda alone. It might be my all-time favorite show. I really liked all of the characters and I thought it was one of those shows that kept its appeal even in the later seasons. Really wish it was still being made. Have you watched Leverage or White Collar at all? They are somewhat similar and I enjoy them both as well. I agree, I lost 20 pounds just by not drinking juice, pop, and drinking water and flavored teas instead. Congrats on your progress. I am a season and a half behind on White Collar. I like that one too. I have not seen Leverage. I will tell you the truth about losing weight. It's all about energy. 1 gram of fat equals 9 calories. So eating 500 calories below your maintenance every day equals 1 pound of fat loss per week. Losing weight is easy. It's gaining the weight back after a sustained period of dieting which is difficult. This is because your metabolism is weaker when you eat a low amount of calories for a long period of time. Before, you may have needed 2,500 calories to maintain your weight. Now it may be 2,000. So when you go back to eating the same as you did before, you gain the weight back even faster. The solution? Increase your calories very slowly after dieting. As for dieting itself, it depends how lean you want to be. If you want to be less than 10% body fat, then you will need 1 day in the week where you eat more calories. I won't delve into the scientific reasons. When you hit the wall in fat loss, just decrease daily calories slowly. Intermittent fasting I recommend highly to.